So I'm getting ready to pull this out with the winch, see if I can straighten it out and weld it and get me by this winter. So that's awesome. All right, let's see what happens. More. 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 Awesome. That moves a lot.
Yeah.
Almost.
It looks like it's
almost there.
yeah.
Let's try a little bit more. Alright, so it's pulled out. I don't know if you can tell, but it's almost dead even with the other side. And there's where it ripped out. Right there. So I'm really not sure what to do. I think I'm just going to grind it down, maybe throw a piece of quarter on the inside the tubing. Morning, morning. All right, so plow truck update. We're gonna show you what happened here, what I did to fix it. And you believe this weather? We're under a winter storm advisory. And this is where I find this really funny. Up to 4 inches of snow being advised, precautionary. I find it funny because I remember growing up, you know, we didn't get as much snow up here, but I grew up in the Salt Lake area. And we got a significant amount of snow, but not like we do up here. I don't ever remember advisories being up for weather, unless it was a bad storm coming in, which we got those. Never missed school because of snow. I remember walking down to the bus stop in 2 feet of snow. Uphill both ways. So anyhow, let me show you what's going on with the pump. I said pump, didn't I? No, plow. So if you remember, this here was bent. This right here. Took it over to a friend's house who we shall be nameless. And he had an oxyacetylene torch and he fixed it for me. Straightened it out. We're all good. This piece here was bent. Right back here, if you can see, I had a piece of 1 inch by 1 inch square stock, solid, that I welded in there. It was ripped out right there. You can see my cheesy welds right there. And then right here, don't laugh at my welds. This is like my third welding project since 6th grade. So I know it's all boogered up, but who cares? And right here where it ripped, to hopefully add a little bit of support to keep that square tubing from ripping anymore, I just welded in a piece of angle iron, and hopefully that'll add some extra support. So that's what I did, and now I got to put the pump back on and wire it back up. And Tony, she's gonna film that. The dogs are over there, and they're gonna supervise.
Yep.
All right, so funny thing happened when I went to unbolt this bolt here. It's bolted to the frame, no big deal, but it's a boxed frame and you cannot reach the backside of the bolt. So that was quite challenging on this side, but I was able to get a pry bar back there and add tension to it and unbolt it that way. And life was good. The other side I had to grind off and get it out that way. So to get the new bolt in it, what I had to do was I have one of those flexible arms with like a magnet on the end. I had to stick it through the hole, which is just like this hole right here. Stick it through the hole, run all the way to the front of the frame, attach the bolt to it in the washer, tape it to the magnet, and fish tape it all the way back, which actually went better than I thought it would. On the other side, there's enough room to get a finger in there to get the bolt through, because that has access for the power steering pump. Okay, so that was hokey, so I need to come up with something. I'm thinking of welding a cross member on here to go across the frame, and then that way these pushback supports, or whatever they're called, I don't know what they're called, they can just go straight back, because I think those angles create problems.
Weak points.
Weak points, yes. So, if you remember from the last video, this was all welded on both sides. So I cleaned all that up, but what's happened is, I don't know if you can see that, it's angled out. So it's got like a 5 or 10 degree angle, so I can't fully seat the nut and bolt on there. So what I'm going to do here in just a little bit is we're going to go down to our friend's house. I got to collect some tools. He's got the acetylene torch. We're going to heat that up and see if we can flatten the curve. Okay, so that's it. I got to put the little cover back on, and we're going to head on down the mountain. Peace. Bye. Shoo.